Thank you, Adya Swamiji and friends. First of all, welcome again to the House of Commons. All of you who were here yesterday, once again welcome, and those who have come here today alone, welcome, and I hope that you enjoy the whole day here, whatever is going to happen next. I'm glad that I'm part of the Hindu APPG. I don't want to get into those party political lines, but certainly Bharati sitting here, we did try about four years ago to set it up, but unfortunately that time it did not materialize for elections coming and all those kind of things. But I'm glad that we worked together, Bob Blackman led this, and we set it up. This is going to be the voice on behalf of the Hindus, that we will be listening to the Hindus' concerns, take it to the parliament, and then have the discussions. As you know, there is an all-party parliamentary group, there are different political views. Then we will be creating the consensus in the House so that we can represent the consensus view rather than individualistic or for the party political view. I'm glad that so many people have turned up. I'm glad to see so many from my own constituency and the nation's leadership are here. And I'm sure that with the support of the community, we are going to do cultural, political, social, economic dialogue with the community and with the parliamentarians. We had yesterday Gita Jayanti. I'm sure we will have many more, not only the Gita Jayanti celebrations, many other religious and cultural activities in the House of Commons, so that we can share our social values and we share the advice, guidance given to us 6,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, and many, many years ago, that what kind of society we want to have. We want to have a peaceful and prosperous society where we can all live equally. There is no discrimination in any shape and form. So that is the society we are looking for. That is what the Hinduism says, and that's what we will carry on in the future with the help of the whole community. Once again, thank you very much for coming, and I look forward to working very closely under the leadership of Bob Blackman and with the blessings of the Swamiji, so that in the future we have it regularly conducted those meetings here. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm delighted that we have this all-party group established, and I'm sure we will do our best to try to listen to the concerns of the community as they are expressed to us over coming months. But thank you for being here today, and I apologise, I have to leave.
Thank you very much, Mike. I'll now pass on to the chairman of the all-party parliamentary group, and just to give you some background, that over a period of time the Hindu community has been speaking quite consistently about the need to start some kind of a forum like the APPG for British Hindus. 8 hours of the notice for registration for the APPG was put up on the statute books in Parliament. Over 28 MPs from across party that has consistently increased over the last 4 weeks since the first AGM happened. And we now have over 34 MPs from across party who want to be part of this APPG for British Hindus and also do something and raise the voice for our community. I'm going to pass over to Bob now, who can tell you a little bit more about what we intend to do with the APPG, where the Secretariat fits into it, and more importantly, where the community fits into it as well. Bob Blackman MP.
Jai Shri Krishna. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be here, and it's great to see so many of you here representing the wider Hindu community. When I was elected in May 2010 to represent the people of Harrow East in this place, I discovered that there's an all-party group for almost every subject that you can think of, every country on the planet, and more importantly, for almost every religion there is represented in this country. But there was one glaring gap, and that was no all-party group for the Hindu community. And I thought, why is this? Is it because the Hindu community is the most law-abiding community in this country? Is it because divorce is at the lowest ebb in the Hindu community compared to other religions? Is it because Hindus look after their children and their parents and make sure that the family is the key building block to society? Is it because 93% of Hindus own their own homes and therefore aren't dependent on the state? Is it because unemployment is lower amongst the Hindu population of Great Britain than any other religion in this country? Well, actually, it's because all of those that the Hindu population just gets on and supports itself and makes sure it makes a positive contribution to British society, is tolerant of all other religions and embraces all other religions, so that people can see that it's not a threat, but actually a positive benefit to our society. So welcome one and all, enjoy this, and let's make sure that the message goes out loud and clear from here that the Hindu religion is part of Britain it remains, and long may it be so.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a huge pleasure to be here today at the launch of this very important new all-party parliamentary group. And I think that its importance is underlined by the fact that so many members of the Hindu community from throughout the country have come here today to the Houses of Parliament. I know from my dealings in Wales with many members of many communities that we are becoming an increasingly diverse country. And I speak myself as a member of a minority group because I'm Welsh. And I know just how important it is that the interests of all these groups should be properly represented here in Parliament. And I have to say that when I was invited to come here today, I was astonished to be told that there was not already an all-party parliamentary group for British Hindus. So I'm delighted to be here. I think that it's the first step on an important road. You've heard what my colleague Bob Blackman has had to say. You will hear from my ministerial colleagues Alex Sharma and Shailesh Vara shortly after I've sat down. But this group actually gives you access to Parliament, to parliamentarians, and yes, indeed, to government too, through those parliamentarians. So what I would say today is make use of this group. Use it as a facility. Make sure that you engage with it. And if you don't think that it's representing your interests as you would like it to be represented, give Bob a really hard time. And I'm sure you will. But once again, can I say how pleased I am to be here. Welcome to Parliament. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you will engage strongly with the APPG group on British Hindus. Thank you very much.
Is the room where the Conservative Party, the Backbench 22 Committee, meets every week. And I can tell you this gathering today could match up to any one of those gatherings that we have here so regularly. As has been said, this is a momentous occasion. It is an occasion when a community that punches above its weight out there in mainstream society is finally going to have an all-party group in its own right. It is a community that is one that is willing to contribute to this, their home country. Bob, earlier on, mentioned all the statistics, and I'm not going to repeat them. But it really is time that we have this group within Parliament, and it is, in a way, a significant moment in the history of the Indian community, and the Hindu community particularly, that this organisation should be set up now. Because next year is the 400th anniversary of the arrival to Britain of the first Indian. It's also it marks the 400th anniversary of the first British people going to India. And when you leave the House of Commons, as you go down to the Stephen's Chapel, that's that beautiful corridor on either side where you've got wonderful paintings. I suggest you just look on the left-hand side, where you will see a huge painting where you've got somebody from Britain going to India and presenting their credentials to one of the Maharajas there. Please keep an eye out for that. It's called St. Stephen's Chapel, and it's just beyond Central Lobby. What I'm particularly pleased about today is that this is a grouping that is all-party. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Please forgive me that I have to leave very shortly. And for those of you who may be wondering why I, as a Hindu, am not a member of the all-party group, can I just explain that by convention, ministers are not allowed to be members of all-party parliamentary groups to avoid any conflicts of interest. So that's the reason, in case any of you start writing emails to me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here, and Jessica.
We'll be giving this talk on the Bhagavad Gita and the relevance of how the Gita can help us with the APPG and make us better human beings as well. Can I please ask the chairman of the APPG for British Hindus and the vice chairman, Virendra Sharma, to present to Paramita Swamiji, who has come all the way from India to especially be here with us today, a little plaque of appreciation from parliamentarians in the UK. Thank you very much. One of the very, very first times that an Indian spiritual leader has been honoured in this way in the Houses of Parliament of the UK. So it's great.
First of all, very glad to see all of you smiling wholeheartedly, and to see your enthusiastic feelings and the expression of that feelings through again and again warm clapping. It's but natural, because now you have your voice in the British Parliament. You have your voice as the formation of all-party parliamentary group for Hindus. As Bob Blackman, the chair of APPG, said, the voice of Hindus is not the voice of death. I assure him, and sitting other MPs and dignitaries, the voice of Hindu in no way never was and never would be the voice of hatred, the voice of jealous, the voice of any discrimination, and the voice of terror. The voice of Hindu means the voice of coexistence. The voice of Hindu means the voice of harmony. The voice of Hindu means the voice of goodness to all human beings, rather to all beings. The voice of Hindu means the voice of peace, the voice of love, the voice of affections, and the voice of worldly brotherhood. Because we believe in Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, as Mr. Pramod Joshi in Bharat and someone else said, defining the dharma. Our Hindu culture, our Hindu dharma believes in the feeling of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. The whole earth is one family. One of our saints, when in America, in the answer of one question, said, when he asked, where is your home? Where is your family? He said, the whole world is my home. This is the Hindu religion. This is the Hindu culture. This is the voice of Hindu. The whole world is my home, and what you do? To do good. And what is your religion? He said, to do good is my religion. The whole world is my home, and to do good is my religion. This is the voice of Hindu. The voice of Hindu, you can listen in the Bhagavad Gita. Atmapam means sarvatra, samam pashyati yo Arjun. Sukham vayadi vadukham sa yogi paramo matah. The definition of a yogi, Atmapam means sarvatra, the same Lord, the same God dwells in everyone. There is no difference. The same God dwells in everyone, in each, in everyone. As you know, there are so many electric equipments, but the electric current is same. Electric currents are not so many. Electric current is one. Equipment may be different. Likewise, caste, color, creed, categories, sections, names, forms may be different. Places may be different. But the consciousness, the soul, that is the same in each and every one. Atmapam means sarvatra. And when we think so, then you must agree with it. Let us live in the happiness of others. Let other happiness become our happiness. Let others' sorrow, miseries become our sorrow. This is the Hindu culture. This is the Hindu voice. Atmana pratikulani presham na samachare. Atmana pratikulani, किसी के साथ वैसा व्यवहार नहीं जो हम किसी से अपने लिए नहीं चाहते. Don't behave to others such as you don't wish for yourself by others. Do unto others as you wish to be done by. Do unto others as you wish to be done by. This is Hindu culture. Atmana pratikulani presham na samachate. The voice of Hindu. is the voice of tolerance. And I request that if the voice of Hindu is being respected, it will be the respect of mankind. Today, when we are living in the era, in the age of scientific developments, in the age of technological developments, the world seems to be so small, so nearer. But there are differences, there are distances of so many forms, and in this stage, the world greatly needed love, peace, and coexistence. It's greatly needed in the world. And when you read Bhagavad Gita, let me clear that Gita is the faith and devotion of Hindus, but not only for Hindus. It is the pride of India, but not only for India. It is the inspiration of all. It is a universal inspiration. This is the reason words, renowned thinkers, scholars, open-heartedly accepted the teachings of Gita. Carlyle, as we referred yesterday, Carlyle, Emerson, Thoreau, Henry Miller, Schopenhauer, Sir Sidney Arundel, and so many others. First Governor General from Britain to India, Warren Hastings. In India, read Gita, and his friend Charles Wilkins, he is the first translator. The first translation in English of Bhagavad Gita was from Charles Wilkins. Nelson Mandela has Gita with him, and he studied with great interest while in imprisonment. Mahatma Gandhi found solution of every problem from Bhagavad Gita. The theory of Bhagavad Gita is the theory of mankind. The theory of Bhagavad Gita is based on universality, totally. Because the Gita is the way of life. Gita is the art of living, how to live peacefully. This is the Gita. Or when we think about today's life, today's world, it seems the world is facing so many problems. Individual, you see, the tension, worries, and outwardly, we already mentioned that there are so many problems in the world. Gita, in fact, is the remedy, is a solution of all the problems. narrow-mindedness is one of the problems today. Let us be broad-minded. Let us be open-hearted. खुले रहो, खिले रहो और खाली रहो. In Hindi, खुले रहो, खिले रहो, be carefree, be cheerful, and be free-minded. Free from anxieties, free from worries, free from tensions, free from all kind of stress. Perform your duty. The Karma Yoga of Gita. Perform your duty, but with free-mindedness. Don't have tensions. In UK, while in House of Commons, I feel very happy. The system here, the work efficiency here, the professional excellency here, it is inspiring. No doubt it is inspiring. And if the East learn work efficiency, professional excellency, dedication to duty. This is the true action of yoga of Gita. Karma. If East learn from West this thing, and West learn from East the spiritualism, then it can become a bridge between East and West. And then you think how beautiful this world would be. How beautiful this world. One thing more I would like to say. Have a few minutes for you. Just as in the beginning, for 1 minute silence, we realize in the silence there is a marvelous energy, there is natural peace. Have a few minutes for you when you are with God, when you are in meditation. And that is the charging of mind. As regularly you charge your mobile, daily in routine, you charge your mobile by connecting it with the power, with the electricity. So meditation is a charging of mind. When you connect yourself with that almighty power, God, that almighty power. God is the supreme power. Try this. When you connect yourself with that supreme power, you will feel there and then energy. Spare a few minutes regularly for yourself and somehow spare the time to live with nature. In Gita, there are shlokas. Devan Kavyatani, Te Deva Kavyantuva, so many shlokas enjoying with nature. And you will see how broad, how vast is the sky, how deep is the sea, how open is the air, how enlightened is the sun. You see the sun and you will realize energy. You see the open sky, vast sky, and your feelings will be open. Shut out the egoistic problem. That is the root cause of all the miseries, all the quarrels, and all the problems. Once, at the time of Shobha Yatra in Ram Mandir, referred that there are two words, one is S and one is N. If you put I in between the S and N, it becomes sin. And if you remove I from there and put U between S and N, what becomes? Sun. And you know the difference. S-I-N, sin. Where there is I between S and N, that is sin. That is vices. That is called vices. Evils. That is the starting point of evils. Where there is I, where there is egoistic problem. Starting point. And remove the I, shun out the I, and put there you. Respect to all, respect to others, you. Pehle aap. And you will realize the light of sun. Try to spare some time to live with nature, to enjoy the nature, to be proud, to be open hearted. Today is a very important day. It's a very important occasion of formal launching of all-party parliamentary group for Hindus. I think this day is the historical day, rememberable day for all of you who are present here and for them also who are not today present here. For all of you, it is rememberable day. And let it become rememberable through our decisions, through our feelings, thinking, and through our practical actions. Last, 3H. 1H is head, 1H is heart, and 1H is hand. From head, there must be good decision. From heart, there must be good feelings. And through hands, there must be good deeds. And when these three are in straight line, and that line is forward to goodness for all, then the whole environment will be cheerful, will be auspicious. Let us have a together. Because if only through hands we are doing something, but in heart there are ill feelings, and in head there are not good decisions, there is the incomplete life. There is incomplete life. As Swami Gyananandji said about the system of education, we want that education by which the character is formed. This is the complete life. This is the complete life by which the character is formed, by which the strength of mind is increased, by which the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet. You see, there is intellect, there is mind, and you can realize the body, physical body is healthy, is beautiful, but the mind is weak. Then it's not a complete life. Mind must be strong. Intellect must be expanded. This is the complete life. And this is the main message of Gita. This is the main teaching of our Hindu culture, the complete life. Now, today, in the end, because the time is moving fast, in the end, I want to refer one English poet. These lines of an English poet inspired from the very childhood. When I was being a student, these lines was with me, and in my spiritual life, in my student life, these lines always became my inspiration. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destiny and our way, but to act that each tomorrow finds us farther than today, but to act that each tomorrow finds us farther than today, finds us farther than today. Heartily blessings and warm congratulations to all the members of APPG, all party parliamentary group for Hindus, mainly to Bob Blackman, the chairman, and to Virendra Sharma, who has done a tremendous job for this, the Vice President of APPG, and all others, MPs, and warm wishes to Mr. Sanjay. In the last group, very enthusiastic Sanjay. Warm wishes to Sanjay and to NCHT, National Council of Hindu Temples and Hindu Council of UK, and all others who are here and who are not here, for all of you, for everyone, heartily best wishes for the jubilation. Oh, oh, oh. Three sentences of trying to revive. मेरे नाथ मैं आपको भूलूं नहीं, मेरे नाथ मैं आपसे दूर ना रहूं, आप मुझसे दूर ना रहें, मेरे नाथ आप अपनी कृपा सदा सब पर बनाए रखें। जय श्री कृष्ण, जय श्री राधे।
Ladies and gentlemen, I come from a brother community, the Parsis, the Zoroastrians, and in fact, Sanjay is quite right, we launched our APPG on the 14th of October, and one of the stalwarts of our APPG is Lord Popat. And I can tell you, I have a confession to make. Had it not been for the hospitality and the generosity of Mother India, the Parsis and the Zoroastrian religion would not exist today. So Pujya Swamiji and all my Hindu brothers and sisters, we are here to work together. And this is our adopted country. It's a great country to be in. We are all together making a contribution towards it, and we are very proud that your APPG is being formed. My only request to my Hindu brothers is, there are far too many Hindu organizations representing you at the national level. You need to boil them down to maybe one or two, and then you will see the difference. Thank you.
Pranam Swamiji, and my hearty namaskar to each and every one of you present here today. The HLA, or the Hindu Lawyers Association UK, has been set up for about 2 years now. It's a very small fledgling organisation, but one that has managed to take leaps and bounds already. And I'm pleased to be able to say that firstly, we thank, on behalf of the HLA, each and every one of you, and each and every parliamentarian who has made this whole APPG possible.
महामंडलेश्वर गीता मनीषी स्वामी श्री ज्ञानानंद जी महाराज ने एक ओर जहां पूरे देश में सत्संग, सेवा, सुमिरन, सद्भाव को एक आदर्श के रूप में स्थापित किया है, वहीं दूसरी ओर अपने व्यस्त कार्यक्रमों में रहते हुए भी श्री कृष्ण कृपा साहित्य का सृजन भी किया है। साहित्य के इस संसार में है सत्य की अनुभूति, चिंतन, सनातन धर्म की परंपराओं का, गीता प्रेरणा युवाओं के जीवन के उत्थान के लिए। इसमें निहित है एक ऐसी व्याख्या जो श्रीमद् भगवद गीता को वर्तमान परिस्थितियों में सरलता और सुगमता से समझा सकती है। गीता प्रेरणा और श्री कृष्ण कृपा साहित्य पूज्य श्री स्वामी जी के प्रवचन एवं भजन की DVD प्राप्त करने हेतु संपर्क करें। श्री कृष्ण कृपा धाम, परिक्रमा मार्ग, वृंदावन, मथुरा, भारत।